as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action now. Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Here's Madison running on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Cousins. That is caught. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Madison will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Herbert now. Under pressure, they got him again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play
Chargers. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, as the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync, are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. KJ Osborne, 51 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Herbert on 1st down now. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Still leading 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the 1st quarter. Here's another good example.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Cousins to throw it. Finds his man. There's Jordy Madison. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
And some extra bulk on that line for 3rd and inches.
It's Cousins on the sneak. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
A give running right is Akers. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Madison running left, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Cousins. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings add 6 to their lead.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touch. And now the rookie's free. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 77 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it makes the score 21-10. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 55 yards. From the red zone now, Cousins. That's out to the flat for Akers. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Herbert off of play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Play action. It's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Another carry now for Madison. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go play action. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Here's Darius Davis on the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
On 1st and 10, Herbert steps away to his left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Escaping the pressure right. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Chargers.
Josh Palmer.
34 yards.
And the Chargers get a bit closer. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you. Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 19 and a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And now they're in the hurry up. On 2nd down, Eckler. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
3rd and 4.
It's Eckler again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
On the move to his left.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. The defense had understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now Cousins on 4th down.
That is caught. He's got the first down and potentially a lot more. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Cousins on the keeper, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Kirk Cousins scoring on the sneak from a yard out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the lead is up to 18 now.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Charger drive about to get going.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep... Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll go Madison up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a give to Madison. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Akers is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's caught, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
To throw, Cousins. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Joey Bosa drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And here's Ryan Wright now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Herbert off of play action.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Play action. It's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler.
Touchdown!
Austin Eckler.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
Now, wait a minute. They declined it.
Makes no sense, right? They just gave up a big yardage play, right?
And now it's going to stand.
The only thing I can think, someone is mad at their own defense, and they're trying to teach them a really, really crazy lesson.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This, in all probability, another run here on second and 8. Here's a give to Madison running right. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll run again.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison punching it in from a yard away.
And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for them, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here we go. What's that?
On the handoff, running left is Akers. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Joseph now to have the PAT. And oh, it's wide right. No good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, it's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, this was a fun one today